the bard started playing. Not quite, but of course I always have to have... Ooh, nice haircut, Ryan.
No, it's the same.
Oh, well, you got it like poofed up or fancy or whatever.
It's neither. It's just I took a shower and then I combed it back, and that's what
Well,
it does.
it looks nice clean.
Thank you.
I don't know what to say, man.
I'm trying to give you a compliment. Just fucking take the compliment.
I appreciate the compliment. Well, they said it like 3 sessions ago, and I was like, "Yeah, thanks, man." Because
I didn't know if you got a new one. I mean, I don't know. It looked different.
No, because it was slicked back. Now it's just like that's what my hair does.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, queer.
Never compliment you again.
All right, that's fine.
You have an okay face.
Solid.
That shirt is solid. Your headset works.
It's a chive shirt. It's more than solid.
The background paneling is very brown.
Yep, it's wood.
I can see a greenish frame around that picture.
I'm pretty sure that picture is awesome, but I forget what it is.
That picture is there. That is true.
It's of Daryl from Walking Dead.
That's right.
So is your face.
All right, see, that's fucked up. My face. Unless it's Daryl, upon which case I just have people throwing pussy at me.
It's not a compliment or an insult. You don't know. It's just a statement. We recording, Adam?
Yes. For all of your banter back and forth with Ryan.
I gotta go grab a chart.
Yes, we're recording, and yes, I did cancel the call trying to unmute my mic.
I was like, I guess we're not recording then.
It's alright. The recording will now be a hard cut to just me where I go and open the call again.
I like it. It's a good start. I don't think we need an intro even after that. That works. I think that covers our bases. Don't need a recap or an intro. That works. I like it. Let's stick with that. Alright, so what do you guys do?
If you're a first time listener, yes.
That is the kind of stuff we do. All 5 of you that have watched this, congratulations. 4 of which are in the game.
Yeah.
And you still don't know who the mystery fifth is. Last time on D&D Anonymous.
Put on your headset, right? He's dragging it out for you.
Oh, or not. Okay. Well, anyways. After encountering the Dwarven Alchemist, the party discovered they needed a willing soul to sacrifice themselves to properly banish the Demon Lord Kakarot back from whence he came. After some argument, quite a bit of blame and name-calling at Urfer for opening a demon portal, allegedly, has not been proved, Badger stepped up to the plate and volunteered his very soul to cast this demon back. With a prayer to Maliki, the ritual was complete. Badger was handed a unique magic item with which he was informed he must thrust into the heart of the beast, sacrificing himself and banishing the creature back to its planned netherworld portal. With the grim tidings, the civilians all in despair around them, the party set forth back through the city of Iron Steps, seeking the fortress from where they believed the demon sat. Would they be successful? Would they find their foe? Or would the world tremble in shadows? Find out tonight, maybe, on D&D Anonymous! Sorry, I carried over. I dragged out that D&D and Alamar in the beginning way too long. Killed my timing. Killed my timing. Anywho. Yeah, so you were wandering through the city streets of the Iron Steps. Darkness overhead. Unbreached by sunlight of any kind, though you did believe it to be daylight. The city streets seemed dark and forlorn. Not a whisper in the streets. As you attempted to find your way to the fortress.
Penny.
Penny's not in the city.
Penny!
Though. There might be somebody named Penny in the city, but you haven't found them.
Penny, bring me the thing. I'll
They're
turn it on.
probably a vampire.
That's not true. Not everybody's a
You
vampire.
want it on?
Don't be
Bring it over.
racist.
Daddy can turn it on just fine. Mommy's busy. Bring me the thing.
But Mommy wants to do it.
No,
Yes.
Mommy doesn't want to.
Mommy wants to.
Can you guys hear Ash? Should I shut my door?
We can always hear Ash.
Shut the door.
No, sometimes it leads to great moments in D&D.
In Alamar.
Ashley is like a female Steve, volume-wise.
Please don't ever tell me that I'm marrying a female version of Steve again.
Volume-wise, I will tell you all day, every day now.
Yeah, you kind of just asked for that one, Dave. That's the kind of comment you just let slide and hope it never comes up again. Now you're going to see Steve Ash mashup memes appearing on your Facebook wall, which you'll never see, but Ash will comment on and have to tell you about.
Steve Achu.
Alright, let's throw a wrench in Lawrence's plans. Guys, I'm getting a bad vibe. Maybe we should just go kill that dragon.
We're just going to leave Iron Steps now. Bye. You know what? This campaign's over.
We circumvented killing the dragon entirely too long.
I still don't think we could kill the dragon.
Well, I mean, I don't think you'd survive the fight, but...
I have a feeling Dave would get stabbed in the back in the middle of the fight.
I'm fine as long as no one attacks me.
And you don't have to make saving throws
Right.
or do anything with dice.
That was a given. Sorry. Sorry if I had to restate that one.
So as long as you don't have to roll,
And if I can just deal base damage the entire time, we'll be good.
Alright, so you're in the city streets.
Yeah,
What do
we're
you wanna do?
heading back towards the keep, right? We decided not to go to the barracks.
Yep. To the keep. To the keep, to the keep, to the keep, keep.
Everybody give me a perception check. Get Dave rolling right off the bat.
is Scott undefeated right now?
I think he lost one game.
Oh, never mind. I'm playing Jay. Jay is 0-4. Never mind. I gotta beat Jay.
Yeah, Jay's having a kind of a miserable season.
Yeah, well, not with Odell Beckham Jr. getting him 28 and Rodgers getting him 29.
I'm playing Scott, and we are neck and neck.
I'm tied with Jay, but I have all my best players still with a bunch of time to go.
I've got a 7-point lead and projected to win by 3. But
I'm projected to win by 11.
tough math.
You know, suck a dick.
Alright, I got my first natural one of the night.
What was it? Perception?
Yeah.
$21.
Alright. So Urfer, Trevok, and Badger. You hear what sounds like an odd belching noise breaking the silence from around the bend up ahead. At the same point, you're all stunned as you hear a shout from Belmar as he slices his arm on a jagged piece of metal he didn't spot. Taking 2 damage and give me a con save.
He's got tetanus.
That'll be 11.
Cool. Okay.
Enjoy your tetanus.
Oh, and 2 points of damage.
We heard burping, you said?
Mountain Dew. That's what you want to mix it with, Ryan.
Ew, what? Vanilla?
It oddly mixes well. Surprisingly, really well.
Wait, are you talking about your...
It sounds gross, but it works.
I mean, I feel like you gotta give it a shot at this point, but...
It sounds gross, but it works. Coke works
Wait.
too, I mean, but... It's a weird combo that actually works.
Vanilla bourbon?
You can try it if you want. Just saying.
Didn't you have a Mountain Dew mixture back in
Mhm.
college?
Yeah, in undergrad.
Like vanilla Mountain Dew and...
It was Mountain Dew and vanilla vodka is what I first experimented with, yes. But anywho, yes, a belching sound.
I feel like I want no part of any of this belching sound.
Dr. Pepper might go really well. Good call, Adam.
Is there any sign that the metal shard that I got stuck with was from my doll companion?
You can do an investigation if you want to stop and take a look.
I mean, if we're actively moving, I'll just
You
look.
were
at it as
actually
we go.
moving until you... Ah!
Okay, yeah, I'll just take a look around.
Is the music too loud? I'm not sure about the volume being picked up.
Not at the moment.
Seems
Okay.
good to me.
Well, it just had a crescendo, so I guess that would kind of give it away if not.
That was a 15.
So you are stopping to do an investigation.
I'm just kind of looking as I'm doing with the party.
You're going through in detail. You can do
Okay.
a quick look, which is perception, but it's never going to give you the same level of detail or confidence.
I'll just do perception. In that case, that's
time
going
to
to be a
put those
21.
up forever.
It's hard to tell. It's a piece of metal sticking out of a jumbled pile of detritus. So you really, I mean, could very well have just been natural circumstance.
All right. Carry on.
Everybody, what are we doing?
Hold on.
Casual cattail in the background. Look at this humidity. God. Wow, thank you, Adam. That's touching. It's humid as crap here.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry.
You should be.
Well, I'm not really, but
Well, that's messed up, man.
that's the socially appropriate thing to say.
So you're saying you're just faking it?
What?
Yeah.
Wow. If this wasn't recorded, I'd have some words for you.
Get back here.
I don't think that's
What's
what he's
everybody
saying.
Hmm?
Nothing.
I didn't hear shit, so I'm carrying on.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking what everybody's doing, because some of you didn't hear anything, so presumably you'd keep walking outside of hearing Belmar's shout.
I will, like, hold up to the party and whisper. Do you hear that?
I'm gonna say, I think it's belching.
Since I didn't hear it, I'm going to say, sorry, that was me. I stuck myself.
Not you. There was belching.
You
I'm
hear
gonna listen for it.
muffled
Stay.
sound in the distance. And when The man came. And trails off into mumbling.
Oh, we've got ourselves a drunk. Or an actor.
Can vampires get drunk?
I don't care to find out. Let's move on. Quietly.
I'm going to disagree. I want to know what that is.
You want to know what the belching is?
Yep.
Can't be good the way things are going about in this town.
But we know they're not all vampires.
We can try to save him after we kill the demon. Let's go.
Which demon? The one you created or ours?
You don't know I created a demon, neither do I.
We don't know you didn't either. At this point, it'd just be avoiding one unnatural thing in favor of eliminating another.
What if it's just a simple lost townsfolk who has been holed up for too long? Who just
Who's there? Someone there?
Fuck you. No. The last townsfolk we've run into haven't been simply lost.
You actually heard that?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll stealth.
I want to know what that is. Stealth. I don't want him to know what I am, though.
Ooh.
Obviously. With advantage is a 20.
Alright, what's everybody else doing? As you watch Badger dip into the shadows.
No, I basically do this. And then I whisper. Let me see.
I'm going to use my Staff of the Woodlands to activate Pass Without Trace.
What did you whisper?
Let me go see, is what I whispered.
Okay.
Adds 10 to our stealth checks, right?
Good boy, Knuckles.
I believe so.
Alright, as he activates the staff, the shadows around you seem to almost cling to your forms as your footsteps and words become muffled and indistinct.
Alright. I'll throw his stealth on top of that. So, pass of that, you said it was plus 10?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so... 24.
I guess I'll go stealth as well.
Arthur refuses, stands in the middle of a group of hiding shadows.
Well, that's what happened last time. We all ducked into the alley, and he's like, "Who's there?"
28.
Alright. Badger, you said you're moving forward?
Yep.
Alright, you creep forward, and you come across what looks to be a small bazaar or marketplace. Seems to cover about a city block or two. And swaying through the tents, very unsteady on his feet, you can see what looks to be a pockmarked man with a large growler at his side, occasionally taking a swig, looking blearily a lot around, heading in your general direction, though it's hard to tell from the steps. Someone there? What do you do?
Alright, I would like to hide behind something so he can't see me, and then...
Give me another stealth check.
Mm-hmm. 22.
Do they have to be within
How
range
much
of you,
more
Mike,
did you
for
want your steaks cooked?
the spell effect?
It's within 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so he's moved past that.
Well, I mean,
I've got advantage because of my boots, so I'm not worried.
added benefit of
Alright,
mental
you quickly
casting.
duck behind one
So
of the
it'll pick
nearby
up, but I'd
stalls,
give it.
moving stealthily, keeping out of sight. Of
I mean,
the
just keep
apparently
an eye on it.
drunken man.
I'd say hers was a little thick. It was
So I
small,
don't know
but
where
it had.
everybody is. Takes another swig, keeping
Well,
walking in the general
but
direction in which Badger
the cuts you got
came
were a
from
little
and
on the thicker
in other words,
side,
where everybody
like
else
an
is
inch
hiding.
thick. I just keep an eye on it.
Everybody
and
else can give me a perception check besides Badger.
check it again at like every 2 minutes. Just flipping it each time so that it doesn't burn on the outside.
Nice, Mike.
Yeah.
Give
Getting
me
about
a,
like
Mike,
give me a disadvantage. Mike, give me a disadvantage stealth check. Everybody else, give me a normal stealth check.
Like
Not
you're-
you, not you, Ryan. You're fine.
Do I get to add pass without trace bonus to a nat 1?
No, that one's not
No,
a thing.
that one's not one.
I got another nat 1. Can I crit nat 1?
You are
Chris, is that with your plus 10? Did you have that bad of a roll?
You asked for perception.
Oh, and a stealth check. Sorry. Yes. Alright. Baracus, you are unaware. You do not see anything. Neither does Belmar. Urfer and Trevok, however, you spy the stumbling man come into sight about 40 feet down the street, about where you saw Badger heading off to. You three of you managed to stay in shadow. However, Belmar seems to trip on something and suddenly find himself sprawled out in the middle of the street, making quite a bit of ruckus as he does so. Hey, I see you.
and now we leave Belmar to die.
What are you doing? Doing out here?
I'm gonna get to my feet and dust
He
myself
starts
off.
stumbling slowly in the direction of the party. Badger, he's like almost next to you, does not see you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to my feet, dust myself off, and say to him, I could ask the same of you. It's a strange time for you to be roaming the streets, as it were.
Yeah. Dark out. Yeah. Slowly towards you,
I'm gonna
stumbling, literally crossing almost the entire width of the street back and forth as he comes slowly in your direction.
What was that?
produce 2 vials.
Probably.
I'm gonna hold them up. Well,
I mean, it's not going to be a problem if she doesn't have
drink.
like as long as it's
Yeah.
not red,
takes a hard
she'll be
swig of his
fine.
growler.
If she has it a little pink, it'll be okay.
You haven't had swill like this. And I'll go and I'll toss him. It's the best in the land.
Give me a ranged attack roll.
16.
He makes a stumbling grab for it. Clearly has no reflexes as it crashes into his chest and shatters on the ground at his feet.
Alright, it was filled with holy water. Did any of it hit him?
Perception check.
That's a 19.
Best you can tell him is that maybe some got on his boots.
I don't know what to do now.
Anybody else? Badger, you are behind him at this point, and you are muted.
Okay, so he has passed me at this point.
Yes.
Alright, so I am going to silently step out and draw a bead on him with my bow.
Alright.
but I'm not going to say anything. Basically, I'm readying an action, hostile action. I fire on him.
Okay. He continues to stumble closer to the group, or Belmar, because that's all he's aware of. He's about 20 feet away at this point. So, why are you out here again? You don't look dead.
I'm gonna start walking towards him calmly to meet him. I'll say, I've been sent out here to find more survivors. Are you all right?
No, I'm dead.
Do you know of any other survivors that might be out here?
Who talks to a dead man? Not even the dead, he says, leaning forward, and you can smell rancid alcohol on his breath.
Can I do an insight check to see if I think he's being sarcastic or joking, or if he truly believes he's a dead man?
Sure.
It's going to be 17.
Yeah, I mean, he seems pretty... I mean, as much as any drunk guy is, he seems pretty honest. You can see a couple of pretty nasty-looking boils on his face as you've gotten closer, and his beard seems to be quite patchy.
Can I cast Ray of Frost on him?
You can do whatever you want, Dick.
I'm going to say... if you're truly dead, get away from us and cast Ray of Frost. After I step out, obviously.
Okay. Give an attack roll. He's got cover, i.e. Belmar.
Yep.
You might hit Belmar.
I have Spell Sniper.
Okay. Mike's like, you want us to refuel this? Okay.
I think I miss.
What's your roll? You should know how to make your ranged attack rolls by now, Dick.
I know.
What are you, Mike?
It's a 14.
Alright, your ray catches him in the shoulder. Exactly, Chris.
Eight damage.
8?
Yeah.
He collapses to the ground.
I'm going to stop concentrating on Pass Without Trace. And immediately go and check the man. See if he's alive.
Give me a medicine check.
$23.
He seems to have very shallow breathing. You don't know how long he'd have as you left him.
Does he seem undead?
He's breathing.
That's a good sign. I'm going to shoot a look back to Urfer. He's not undead. You need to be showing more caution, Urfer. We have survivors out here.
I'm gonna cure wounds.
You're moving up and casting cure wounds on him?
Yeah. Undead don't breathe like that.
I didn't want him to touch you, just in case.
Heal him for 6.
His eyes flutter open. Mother! What was that for?
You said you were dead.
Yeah, I'm dying.
From what?
got a pox of some kind. God. Clerics won't heal me because I don't have the gold. And the undead won't eat me or turn me because I'm dying already. I'm dead, you asshole.
Oh, hold on.
Just like DayZ.
I'd rather just die from the booze than getting shot. What's wrong with you people? Says, plucking his shoulder where he was blasted.
He's a challenged individual.
Yeah, well, bugger you all. He turns and starts to walk away, gripping his growler, picking his growler up off the ground, checking to see if it's cracked, and taking a hearty swig.
Alright, so here's what we do, guys. We all infect ourselves with the pox. And then go in. And they won't want to eat us.
Stand. Stand. No. Up, up. Up.
Was that in character?
No, up.
Yeah.
I think you've stunned everybody, Dave. Was that in character? Yeah. Oh.
Stand up.
Oh, okay.
No.
Then I assume our friends can heal us.
Up.
And perhaps weaken us in the process.
Hi.
Penny,
I'm going
Penny,
to
can you
cast
come
Lesser
here?
Restoration on the drunk.
Is that a touch spell?
Can I have a kiss?
Probably, yeah.
Where you going?
are you cleaning?
What are you doing?
You want to confirm before I...
Yeah, it is.
Ready.
As you move closer, he turns and realizes you're approaching. Get away from me! And he starts stumbling faster away.
Thank you. Can I have a kiss?
I wasn't going to charge you.
He does not seem to acknowledge your words and continues stumbling away.
Sorry, I scared him off.
Scared him off. Is that what we're calling it?
Hey man, he said he was dead. I assumed he was the stupid dead guy.
I'll shake my head. If you change your mind, I'm willing to help you out.
What kind of people are you? Attack me? Almost kill me? And then heal me? The city's full of madmen. Takes a hearty swig and keeps walking away.
Well, to be fair, he hit you. I brought you back.
He holds up a rude gesture in one hand as he walks away, turning down the nearest alley.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi, Riley.
Hi.
Say hi.
We're special D&D because we brought
Hey!
kids on our channel.
Tone it down.
Yes. Not only do we swear and talk
Better
about
make
politics.
comment. Yeah, joke, politics. And then we bring the kids on and put the headsets on them. For the occasional hello.
Say bye-bye.
Alright, so what are we doing? Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
I'm gonna call after the man.
No. Say bye-bye.
Sir.
Bye-bye.
Sir, please don't judge us on the hasty actions of our companion here. Forethought has not always been his specialty.
Give me a wisdom check.
Uh, 21.
You realize you're calling out to an empty street as he's a few minutes already turned down an alley and walked away after flipping you off.
I'm just going to shoot another look at Urfer and kind of just facepalm a little bit. And then...
Huh?
keep
He
an eye on
didn't
him.
make something in common. He just facepalmed, Dave. That's improvement.
Yeah, he didn't say anything in Druidic.
There are no words to explain.
Did it for your safety.
Is that why you were opening the portal too? For our safety?
There was no portal. Can't prove it.
There absolutely was a portal. Those were our parting words from the area. A portal opens into the abyss and then we get teleported away.
You couldn't tell if it was a portal. Have you ever seen a portal before?
Yes! We
To the
have!
I'm pretty sure we saw in the portal to the abyss when we were in the ethereal realm. The ethereal plane.
Celestial?
Celestial, yes.
Oh, we did close.
I had to. Melissa was cleaning up, so I had to take care of her.
We did close that thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
It had like stone around it and stuff. This was just like, it's completely different, I swear.
Yeah, you truly are a fool of no limit.
Harsh.
Next time, inaction totally is going to be the way.
I'm just shaking my head at Urfer, and I'm gonna continue towards the keep.
I guess I could have charmed him.
Hindsight is 20/20, ain't it, Dave?
You can always do a lot of things aside from shoot the civilian. You keep choosing the second.
It was a cantrip. I didn't think I was going to kill him, and then I realized that it was 2d8 instead of 1d8.
Civilian.
I rolled poorly. I figured I was going to get like 2 damage and slow him by 10.
So it's okay as long as we wound old men walking about the alley. As long as we don't kill them.
Exactly. It's risk management, man.
Alright, so what are we doing?
I'm giving a vote of prayer to Payor to guide that drunken fool safely. And I am going to face back towards the keep. Say, well, that was interesting. Glaring at Urfer and continuing along our path.
Alright. So we all continuing, or are we doing talking more, or doing something?
I'm continuing towards the keep, grumbling about Urfer.
Yeah, I'll continue towards the keep. Gonna put away that other vial I had.
Badger, yes?
Yeah, I
Right.
missed all of it, so.
Pretty much Urfer attacked the drunk guy. And the drunk guy got mad and ran off after he was revived from near death. Yeah, perception checks, everyone.
As we're walking in a whispered voice, I'm going to say to Urfer, what in the 9 hells made you cast a spell on him when you clearly saw me?
I thought if he was undead, it would have dropped his. It would have made him so he couldn't move, and we could just go around him or inspect him better.
And if he was alive?
Then we would be able to revive him.
I begin.
Kill first, burn spells later.
There's a cantrip.
Not to bring him back.
I begin muttering in Gnomish.
Alright, as you all continue walking, you can see yourselves, you're maybe a block or two away from the walls of the fortress, when you hear a psst, psst, coming from a nearby rooftop.
I look up.
Assuming
Knack?
one of the knacks.
You see a familiar-looking halfling figure. You're the ones my bros told me about? You looking to get in the fortress?
Yes! Yes, we are.
He jumps off the roof and seems to gently fall to the ground. Knack the boot at your service. Sister says we can be trusted, even though if you are a little volatile.
I immediately shoot Urfa a look.
A little trigger happy, but yeah.
A little.
He cocks an eyebrow, but says nothing. Does not comment on that exchange. Well, there's a couple ways in. You got the main gate, pretty obvious. There's a sally port, another 2 blocks around the side. If you're handy with locks, you can probably get in that one. It's not too bad. Or, if you're more the scaling type, I can carry a grappling hook up there and you can scale the wall. There's another alternative, but you'd have to leave the city and come in through the secret tunnel. I don't know if that's of interest either.
Where do they all come about inside the keep?
Well, the gate and Sallyport come out in the courtyard, pretty obvious.
Right.
You come out on top of the walls, you're on top of the walls. He gives you a, come on.
Sorry, specifically, where does this tunnel come out in the keep?
Comes out into the royal bedchambers.
That is what we want.
The path is trapped. You have to be really nimble or very cautious, but it's pretty heavily trapped if you're coming from the outside in. I can show you the entrance, but beware, there's some arcane traps down there, and I can't tell you if there's anything patrolling it either. It might take you a bit longer to get in that way, but it'll probably get you deeper in without issue. Or at least alarm.
I think the risk is worth it.
I saw some flying creatures earlier. They wouldn't notice us scaling the walls?
Not likely. They're not looking this close. I figure they've got most of the townsfolk barricaded in various points. Me and my brother's been wandering around trying to round up anybody who can. Gonna keep an eye on these bastards. More of a wall-top patrol you'd have to watch out for. Though there doesn't seem to be too many of them. Guess it's hard to convince a vampire he's worthy of guard duty. Though I suppose there might be a thrall or two up there. But knock them out, they shouldn't be too much trouble. Do it quick, you should be able to there shouldn't be an alarm on the rooftop either, but your call. Just let me know how I can help.
My vote is the back way.
Yeah, you said we'd have to leave the town and come back to get access to this tunnel. How far out?
It's about 3 miles outside of town. Back in the woods. Got a map I can mark it for you. Give you all the signs to look for.
And how long would it take us to get there?
How fast can you walk 3 miles?
About an hour.
Well, there you go.
So I could cast fly, and then we could take a short rest. Get there in the same amount of time.
Wouldn't recommend flying around the city.
Alright, back way it is.
You got a map then?
I don't recall having a map of this area.
Alright, I guess I'll show you then. He starts trekking back towards one of the city gates. Flitting, staying near buildings, looking up every few buildings, check the ceilings, peering down alleys before he crosses them. Very cautious.
I'm gonna follow suit, acting with stealth, but I'm gonna reuse Pass Without Trace.
Okay. The shadows once again close on around and cling to you.
Woo! Pass without trace.
Okay. Stealth.
So if you have advantage, do you ignore your nat 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, 20.
Alright.
How'd your stick come out?
You all.
Hey.
Go ahead.
How'd your stick come
I
out?
turn to the group and in a hushed
Okay,
tone, keep your wits about you. I think we're being watched, and I'm going to ready daylight for anything hostile that happens.
Okay.
Yeah, just set it to the side. I'll eat it after.
Alright, you all start to slink through the city. A bit faster with a guide who seems to be leading the way than when you'd been previously moving through the city. Spend about an hour before you finally make it back to the city gates. Knack peers closely around and opens up a small sally port in the main door. Come on.
I'll pass through.
Going through.
Same.
Yup.
Alright. As you all step outside the city gates, Knack raises an arm and points in a mostly westerly direction. At 3 miles directly that way, you'll see 2 large trees that cross over each other, forming a kind of archway. Immediately beneath them, you'll see an old, rotted-looking wooden stump. That is a trapdoor that opens up into the tunnel. Pulls out a large bronze key. In the center, there should be a little piece of wood that's removable, and you should see a key slot. Use this key, and you should be able to get in. Be careful once you're in there. Any questions?
How did you get the key?
Snap the fingers picked it up.
And why haven't you and your brothers not used it?
You seeing me? I'm not much of a fighter. I find pathways. That's what I do.
Seem to do it well. Thanks.
Careful. Good luck.
There's a old pox-ridden man roaming the streets drunk. If you could let your brothers know, get him some safety.
We know all about Burn. He's mostly harmless. He's got some kind of pox and can't afford the cure. He's been wandering around drunk for days.
Mostly harmless.
We saw him at one point begging the vampires to bite him, just so he could be cured. The bastards wouldn't even do that for him.
I may have shot him with a ray of frost.
Why'd you do that? He's harmless.
I thought he was trying to touch my friends and give him some sort of disease or attack him.
The most he was gonna do is give you a swig of his beer.
Well, you must have really offended him, begging vampires to bite him and wouldn't accept my restoration. It's impressive.
Quite the danger, it appears, Urfer. Well, thanks for your guidance, Nick. Safety to you and your brothers.
Always.
I'll extend my hand to shake his.
He shakes it back. May the shadows and the silence be your friends.
May Paler guide you. And I want to do a perception as I am clasping his hand.
Okay.
Is his hand cold?
No more than you'd expect in the night.
He slow fell, Ryan. I was worried he's a vampire and I was checking. Don't facepalm me.
In fairness, it's a better tactic than Dave used 5 minutes ago.
Wanted to see if he was walking us into a trap. I was double checking. We're good. Carry on.
Going to head off in the westerly direction.
Alright. Is everybody heading off?
3 miles to Westerly.
I'm leading. I'm using nature.
First tree we come across, I'd like to take a moment. I'll call to the group. Hold a moment. This will just take a second. And I'm going to kneel down, hand upon the tree, and I'm going to pray to Sylvanas.
Give me a wisdom save.
That's a 17.
As you press a hand to the tree and try to focus your thoughts, you sense a current of dark energy seeming to flow into the vegetation all about you, emanating from the city. The backlash shocks you awake and stumbling back as you take 4 necrotic damage. It seems the area is cursed.
Alerted and very angry, I'll say, even gotten to the trees. We must take this down. This has gone too far.
I will continue leading.
Alright.
Nature roll is 17. Oh, I'm sorry. Would this be considered woods?
At this point, yes and no. It would be wood, so you can get your advantage.
Alright, so 22.
Alright, you seem to do you believe a solid job of maintaining your course as you lead the party onwards. Everybody give me a perception check.
Didn't you already start it?
Yeah, it stopped for some reason.
Oh. Does it do that a lot? Weird.
Out loud, yeah, that's a hard pass.
Do I... Do I feel this as well, Lawrence?
Nope.
What kind of pressure?
Wait, is that in response to me?
No.
Okay.
You don't know. In character, you might think so.
What can I do about it?
Slow down, Bobby.
Wait, who are you talking to?
Morningstar. Something's trying to get through it.
Did you hear something other than Morningstar?
No.
Anybody?
I did. He's been talking to me for some time now.
The darkness is trying to enter our minds. Best ignore it.
Grinning to the party. It fears us. It's trying to sway us from our path. We're getting close.
My goodness.
Is daylight still active on Morningstar?
No. Continuing on.
Yep.
Alright, give me one more nature check there, Ryan.
$19.
Alright, perception check there, Badger.
$18.
You come across what appears to be crossing trees, and you can see a large, rotted wooden stump resting beneath them.
And here we are.
Your companions slowly come up behind you.
Huh. Just as I described. That was easy. Good job, Badger.
I'm going to begin circling the area slowly, looking for any footprints or signs that something's been here recently.
Alright, give me an investigation or a nature check.
That's going to be a 17.
Alright, you can see a few signs of wildlife, though you don't see anything much larger than a wolf. Any tracks of anything larger than a wolf.
All right. I like to reach out to a nearby tree and see if it has the same effects.
Give me a wisdom save.
$22.
Alright. You manage to retract your hand fast enough as you feel the dark necromantic energy pulsing. You take 1 point of damage.
I'll just kind of mutter to myself, even out here.
Fear if we don't hurry, the rest of the world will be like this.
Then let us go with the key, quickly. We need to do this fast.
Did Adam take it or did I take it?
You take it.
Okay, yeah.
You shook his hand.
Yeah. I'll hand it to him.
I slide what I'm presuming is the rotting stump on top off.
Give me an investigation check.
$19.
You recall that Knack had told you that there was a segment of it that would be rotting that would be able to be removable. With deft hands, you managed to find and remove the circular chunk, revealing what looks to be a iron base beneath the stump itself and a keyhole.
Slide the key in. Click.
You hear an audible click as the key turns. And you can see, since the stump seems to raise a half an inch and appears to be on some kind of rotating hinge.
I'm going to look around to make sure that we are not being watched. Perception is a 21.
You see no signs of any. Anybody watching? Adam, what are those numbers about?
It's a reference to Lost, the hatch they find
Oh,
in the woods.
yeah,
That's the code they enter in the computer.
Gotcha. Can I get a quick HP update from everybody? Make sure my numbers are right. Badger
71.
of 107.
Yep.
Harper
40?
of 54.
Uh-huh.
Baracus
71 of 75.
got that wrong. Trayvon
86 of 100.
and Belmar.
Not at his computer.
Okay, that's perfect.
Belmar. Mike.
Current HP
Oh, current HP? Sorry about that. 50
of 91.
of 91.
Alright. As you swing the stump to the side, it reveals a small vertical tunnel with an iron step ladder placed within it, leading down into darkness.
Darkness, or unnatural darkness?
As you peer in, you realize your dark vision cannot pierce it.
Alright.
Urfer, however, can see the ground 40 feet below.
It's like there's ground 40 feet down there.
They're gonna say that before Dave goes, "What about my face eye?"
I was typing.
Let's I'll light Morningstar up with daylight.
You all feel a sudden stress relief fall off your shoulders that you didn't realize you were feeling as the daylight bursts that forth from the morning star.
That help?
Oddly enough, yes.
I think I was low on vitamin D.
I fucking hate you, Dave. Really. Oh my god.
Good, good. Looks like we're all feeling better too. I've been talking to Morningstar all along. I'm just doing it more vocally now. That's all that's going on.
I need to buy it real quick, so I'll be right back.
So what do we all
I'm gonna
do?
follow.
Alright, I'm going to head down the hatch.
All right.
I'll follow right
Give
behind
me
you.
an athletics check.
Athletics. You said it's only 40 feet, so I don't think I can Steve myself right now, but... Come on, not in that one. 15.
All right. Are you going all the way to the bottom?
Yep.
All right. Anybody else going down?
Yep, I'm right behind him. Behind
Right
Zach.
behind him. All right. Athletics check from you. Arthur, you're right behind him as well?
Yep.
Athletics check.
Do you want one of us to roll for Ryan since he said Badger's on follow?
I'm assuming he'll be going last. I'm just seeing. Baracus, you were going as well? All right. Give me an athletics.
16.
All right.
That was
Baracus,
awesome.
as you're
Call.
getting to the ladder, about to start your descent, you hear a loud booming noise from directly below you. Trevok, as you step off the ladder, the ground beneath you seems to sink, and you hear an audible click. Please give me a dexterity save at disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. Riddled with traps. Should have expected one at the bottom of the ladder. With disadvantage?
Mhm.
Alright, 13.
You find yourself unable to open your mouth as your entire body seems to seize as an electric jolt channels up to your up your entire frame. 9 points of damage. Belmar and Urfer, please give me dexterity saves as well at disadvantage.
Uh, 8.
Mike, I'm assuming that 10 is yours.
Oh yeah, that's mine.
Alright. Urfer, you take 8 points of damage. And Belmar, you take 9. As electricity from Trevok's body courses up the iron ladder. Baracus, please give me a dexterity saving throw normal.
$21.
You hear the shocking noise, scream and shout, as well as the boom from below, and release your grip on the ladder quickly enough to avoid the shock altogether.
You messy.
Is the
Someone mind telling me why the guy that can see through all this shit isn't leading?
Are you done eating? Or you... Okay, you can finish it.
can I speak, or is the stun paralysis lasting?
You know, you can speak. Your body seized up in that instant, as every muscle in your body fired, and then released.
Well, mainly I don't want him guiding us anywhere, but you've seen the decisions he's made. Also, I thought daylight helped. A little bit.
It does, friend, but be so kind as to tell me what you just hit to trigger that, and I want to trigger it myself.
Pressure plate of sorts, I assume, Lawrence?
That's what you'd suppose.
Oh, without moving, I'm assuming it's a pressure plate in this trap-filled hallway that I didn't think about checking at the bottom of the ladder.
I warned you a few times.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't like to get off the ladder, I will happily, I guess, remain here so as to not possibly trigger that a second time.
Or I can just jump over you. Or step on top of you.
Who's watching something?
Oh,
Weird.
sorry.
Can I like go to the side or like
You can give me an acrobatics check, sure.
or get onto the back of the ladder?
Again, you can give me an acrobatics check if you'd like.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get to the back of the ladder if there's room there.
There does not appear to be room there. There is solid earth.
Okay, and then in that case, I'll try to give you an acrobatics to get off to the side of Freybach.
Belmar is the one lower on the ladder. What are you doing?
I guess I'm kind of waiting for a resolution to this. I wasn't sure what Trebok was doing, so I didn't want to trigger any other traps. Just hanging tight.
I don't want to step off the plate and have it trigger again on release, or it reset and then have someone else trigger it again when someone else is trying to come down the ladder. So I was saying, if it's possible, if you guys can get down and work around me so that it doesn't trip again, then let's do that. Or I'll move and just let her eat it.
As tempting as that sounds, yeah, I'll see if I can make my way around Trebok.
Give me an acrobatics check.
With daylight, can I clearly see the ground he's standing on?
Nope. Your dark vision seems to be ineffective in your current zone of darkness, even with the daylight going.
Urfer, you said you can see down there?
Yep.
I'm going to move to the side, see if you can get past me. I don't know if there's only one pressure plate or many.
Okay.
Do you want, what, acrobatics to move to the side, or?
Athletics for that.
Okay. Nat 20.
Yeah. You have no problem shifting over and holding to the side of the ladder, holding yourself out as much as possible. Allowing Urfer to scrimp by you.
Okay.
Urfer, what was your acrobatics to get off?
18.
Alright. You managed to use the ladder as a push-off point, using the nearby wall to come down a little in front of and to the side of Trayvon.
I'm gonna look at his feet and then look at the floor to try and find any other pressure plates.
As you look at his feet, you can identify what looks to be a solid stone block immediately beneath both the ladder and where Trevok is standing. There is a slight stone rim separate from the block itself. The block appears to be depressed slightly within that rim.
Do I see any other slight stone rims around?
Perception check.
13.
You see plenty of other stone blocks lining the floor of the passageway heading deeper in, but you do not see any that immediately resemble what Trevok is standing on, no.
Okay, and how big is the block that he's standing on?
The block itself is about 3 by 3.
Okay, I'm going to say he's standing on about a 3 by 3 stone block that's depressed into a smaller trim of stone. It doesn't look like there are any more around. I'm going to keep looking, and I'm going to look for tripwires or anything as well.
So you're heading down the hall?
Yeah.
Standing where you are and looking.
I'm gonna slowly go behind him and move like 5 or 10 feet down the hall, slowly looking.
Alright, As you start to move down the hall, you note that you're in an arched hallway about 4 feet wide with a roof over your head, an arched roof over your head of about 5 feet. The sides and the roof appear to be hard-packed dirt for the most part. You can even see signs of plant roots breaking through at points. The ground beneath your feet, however, appears to be worked stone. The hallway seems to continue onwards for a good 30 feet before you can see it seems to open up into some kind of chamber.
Alright, 30 feet before a chamber, but I haven't found anything in the first 10 feet. Other than that 3x3 block at the bottom of the at the bottom of the ladder.
Did you learn from the pyramid? Are you just looking at the floor? Traps can be on the walls and or ceiling.
The walls are mostly the walls are dirt and the ceiling is arched stone. I'll look for any slits though.
The trap has been with us all.
Investigate for slits in the ceiling.
The trap has been with us all along. It's Urfer.
Is that perception or investigate?
Depends on how fast you're moving and how close you want to look.
I'll do investigate. So 13. Granted, I'm only like 3-4 feet tall, so 3 feet tall.
Alright, how far are you moving along?
Just 5-10 feet away from the ladder. Since I already looked at the floor.
Right, you find no sign of additional traps. Anybody else? What are we doing?
Since it hasn't reset, you should probably leave Trevok there and everyone else get down, and then have him get off, right?
You saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Well, that's also what I had said out loud. Like, I don't want to move and have this thing trigger again, so I will wait here and everybody can go past me if possible.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go down the ladder. And I can't, you said we can't see except Dave, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my check to get down.
Is the significantly reduced visual frame from daylight in Magical Darkness retconned, or?
Wait, what?
When we've cast daylight before in this Magical Darkness, it obviously didn't give us 60 feet, but it seemed like he gave us 5 to 10. Is that not occurring here?
That is not occurring here.
Alright, retconned.
No. Different darkness. Not just darkness, greater darkness.
Does my mechanical eye see anything through this?
Your mechanical eye sees as well as your normal eye.
All right.
Yeah,
Worth a try.
you definitely tried that trick before and it didn't work in regular darkness either.
Do you want any assistance in getting down off the ladder, since you can't see the floor? Actually, I guess I don't know you can't see the floor, so never mind.
Yes, you do, because they said I can't see anything down there.
Alright, fine.
Even from the dwarves, who have dark vision, and you know that.
Although it would be standard Urfer to ignore the fuck out of that.
Do you want any assistance?
No, I haven't. My acrobatics is a
At disadvantage.
16. Oh, at disadvantage.
Yeah, you can't see.
Okay. That's an 11.
Alright, and you attempt to leap off the ladder and leap over and around Trevok. Your lack of sight certainly impairs your ability to do so, as your foot catches on Trevok's shoulder, causing you to sprawl face forward on the stone floor, taking 2 points of damage.
I'll look. Yeah, I'll look through it tomorrow.
I'm just gonna whittle Mike down to like 1
Just remind me.
or 2 damage at a time.
Once again, getting up and dusting myself off, I look to Trevok. You all right?
You don't see Trevok.
He knows
Looking
I'm
to
here.
his direction.
About as good as I can be. You make it down all right?
I'll survive. I'm gonna
Got Baracus and Badger still at the top, so just FYI.
I'm gonna produce a rope from my bag. Take this. When it's time to get off the plate, you might need some help getting out of there quick.
Thanks.
And I'll move forward, making room for the others.
I'll go down. So
I'm
it's
gonna
at
kinda-
a disadvantage.
Athletics to climb down.
I'm gonna usher Belmar out of the way and into a area that I've deemed safe.
Okay.
I'm at disadvantage, correct?
On the athletics, no. On the acrobatics to get off, yes.
Alright, athletics is a 20. Acrobatics.
You can climb deep and ascend and descend the ladder pretty easily with or without sight.
Is a 17.
All right. Once you get close enough that you can feel a little bit of body heat emanating from Trevok, you judge it's time to get off, and you use your nimble frame to leap around and over, landing in front of where you believe Trevok to be.
Bear fucker. Who's a bear fucker?
Super Troopers.
I do not remember that line.
The distraction. Halloween costume, he's fucking a bear.
Yeah, rabbit.
Oh, Super Troopers. For some reason, I was thinking Starship Troopers. I was like, what are you talking about?
Another great movie. Another great movie.
Yeah, 2 great movies. I'm like, Starship Troopers. When was there a bear fight?
Like, have I ever watched that movie sober? Jesus.
I think the only thing that turned me onto that movie was I was super young and curly redheaded girl, shirts off.
Yep. But that does happen.
Yep. I was like, this is great, and then I watch it later, and I'm like, this is actually a really good B movie.
That was like 90% of the reason I ended up seeing Titanic. Still not worth it.
I saw that with Steve and his dad. Legit. Back when the movie theater was in Westerly, where Blockbuster then became like that old. And I remember like coming home and Steve's dad telling Melissa. She was like, so how'd they do? She was like, no, they did really well. They were adults about the whole thing. Yeah, because we were both like,
Boobies!
yeah, right? Probably the first time.
What do you think of the movie? It was good. I liked it.
Good.
I need to go to my room now. I need to be alone.
Alright, so Baracus, you're still up top.
Yeah, I'll do the thing.
Alright.
Crush the athletics.
With a...
The 20.
Okay.
And a nat 20 on the acrobatics.
At disadvantage?
Alright, disadvantage. Disadvantage is a 15.
Alright, you also managed to slip around Trevok's form in the darkness.
Okay, so I'm going to usher them all away from the the trap and say, all right, now Trevok, they're going to come to us, and hopefully it doesn't fire again.
Going to tug a bit on the rope that Belmar handed me. Yeah, sorry, I realized after. On the rope that Belmar gave. You ready?
A moment. I'm gonna put my wooden shield on the ground and stand on it, so I'm grounded. And I'll brace and say, "On your count, ready to pull."
I'm gonna help this because he's standing on this shield.
Yeah, I just see him sliding right back towards me as soon as this goes.
That's exactly what I see.
I'm flying forward.
Breath of the Wild, shields do not just stop the momentum.
Wooden shield on stone just goes.
You're both getting electrocuted.
Unless you want to invent skating, in which case, by all means.
Alright, so I'm gonna plant my feet and help. Okay. Well, I'm gonna feel. Hold on, I'll make a dex check to feel for the rope.
Someone tried to Van Damme it and just like 2 feet on the dirt walls.
What would you give me for a skill to try and find that?
Just straight dex.
Just straight dex?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put his hand onto it.
15.
Yeah, you get the rope. Either way, you got the rope, though. Yes.
Alright, and I'm bracing with...
Urker's just sitting there, the only one that can see you go, guys.
Right.
But he's not saying anything!
He's offered to help multiple times and been verbally shut down.
By one person. He offered to help one person, and one person shut him down, and that was it.
I said you guys, but... Hey, you guys!
No, you're at the top of the tunnel.
You also aren't too clear when you're in character or out of character sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm always in character. Just
no, until you
really
say
want,
so.
You really want that, Dave?
I disagree with that wholeheartedly.
You really want that to always be in character, Dave?
This entire campaign would be different because how many times have we stopped and been like, "Wait, do you say that in character?" And you're like,
No.
You'd be on your 17th tune.
Yep.
yeah. How many dead by player kill?
Most.
16.
No, I'd have to say it's a 50-50 split.
I would say 70-30.
Cat, what are you doing to me right now?
What's up, Harry?
Alright, so waiting for them to be good, and then I will
Alright, rolling. I rolled my athletics, right?
Yeah. Everybody else rolls. Everybody that's helping athletics. Trevok, you can either give me a dex-based athletics. Well, yeah, dex-based athletics.
Dex-based athletics.
I'm just gonna get away to the area that I know is safe.
Do you need help? No. All right, I'm running. 21.
And I'm rolling athletics, 14.
Yep. Alright. With the help of the rope, you are jerked forward, so you stumble forward, no problem. About 5 seconds after you stumble free, you hear an audible click behind you.
Alright, it's reset.
At least it didn't trigger again.
Alright, see ya.
I'll take the rope and put it back in my bag, take my shield, and re-equip it.
Thanks for the assist.
No one can dispel this darkness, can they? I don't want to guide everyone through this if I don't have to.
Agreed.
I feel like I might mess up.
Reaching out into the dark, fumbling. I can dispel magic.
Trevok, give me a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
Yep.
20, not natural.
Alright, you stumble a few extra steps, and you suddenly feel like you've lost something important.
And I'm assuming with that and what's going on, the daylight's gonna go out.
Well, you're in darkness, so you can't see any daylight anyways.
That's not good.
Alright, so I'm gonna start moving forward.
Well, regarding that, so if I can't see the daylight, but it was helping us all feel easier, the weight being removed off our shoulders as soon as it happened, does that now return?
Not you sense. Yet.
I'm gonna start moving forward and searching for traps.
Alright. You all hear a scuffling sound echoing from the hallway, except for Urfa.
I would steel ourselves. I believe I've lost the Morning Star. I don't know what that feeling was previously, but I'm sure it'll come back.
Okay. I'm gonna look around for the Morning Star.
You see it in his hands.
The Morning Star is in your hand.
You see Travox sigh heavily. Not physically, damn it. Our connection, I believe it's been severed. I don't think it's producing daylight anymore. So I don't think that that feeling of ease that we felt at the top of the ladder will be sticking around. Whatever the presence was that was encroaching on him, I'm expecting to come for the rest of us.
At that, I begin praying to Malaki again.
Can I do an Arcana
Repeating the
check?
word unnatural over and over and over in my prayer.
I'd like to do an Arcana check to see if I can use the information gathered so far about this spell to see how powerful it is, and if I believe I might be able to disable it.
Sure.
That's a 20, not natural.
You believe it's possible to counter it, but you're not sure if your basic daylight spell would be sufficient in and of itself. Your best guess would have to be targeted precisely, likely on the locus of the original spell. Whatever that may be.
I announced to the group, I don't think I can dispel this darkness. It's more powerful than anything I've dealt with before.
I'm going to give a roll of my shoulders. Let me try. I want to dispel magic as a 3rd level spell.
Magic as a 3rd level.
Alright.
I think you have to target something.
Yeah, a creature, object, or magical effect.
Oh, does it say? Well, yeah. I need to learn to read.
Make an ability check, please.
I'm sorry, what's an ability check?
Using your spellcasting ability.
Oh, okay. $17.
The spell dissipates. And suddenly those of you with dark vision can see that you're in about a 40-foot long hallway, and at the end you can see there's what appears to be an opening into a larger chamber. You can clearly see the packed earth around you and the stone floor beneath your feet.
Praise Maliki.
So I'm gonna keep searching ahead. 18 investigation. Looking for traps.
You find no signs of traps as you come to the entrance to the large chamber. Peering within, you see a 25 by 55 foot chamber. You can see what looks to be a thick iron gate directly across from you, and you can see what looks to be large levers positioned along each side of the wall. You count 10 of them. You also see what looks to be empty torch sconces aligned along the walls as well.
I'm gonna say, okay, guys, the hallway's clear.
We see it now.
I'm gonna inspect it as I go.
Inspect what as you go?
The hallway for traps.
Oh, if you can see, back there at the bottom of the ladder, you can see the small outline of the stone. In there was the pressure plate, that big 3x3 stone.
Lawrence, I'm going to, because this is how it works in my mind, I'm going to just keep thinking of puppies.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Balmar, you find no signs of traps either.
I'm going to announce to the group, it truly does look clear. And I'm going to go forward.
I follow.
You join Urfer at the entrance to the next chamber. So you doing?
You said there were levers on the wall?
Yeah, you're all bunched at the entrance. Nobody's gone into the room. You can count 10 levers, 5 on each side, and a large thick iron grate across the way.
And there are 5 of us.
I'll cautiously enter the room, once again looking for traps with every step.
As you walk through the doorway, you immediately feel some kind of resistance holding you back. If you wish to keep moving forward, you need a strength check.
It's 13.
You find your movement slowing further as you walk into the room. And as you finally stick both feet within the room, all the torch sconces along the walls suddenly burst alight in a glowing blue flame, illuminating the room. What really catches your eye is it seems to illuminate pale blue strands crisscrossing the room all about, and a thick set covering the doorway, which now wraps about your body.
The strands are wrapping around my body.
It was like think of like a massive spider web that you just walked through, but instead of breaking, it just stretched. And now you're kind of like pushing through it.
Okay.
With that being said, are they illuminated for the rest of us?
Yes. You all watched as the torches suddenly burst alight.
Right. So is the doorway now?
You can see what appears to be a thick covering of pale blue strands covering the doorway. stretching out towards where Belmar is.
Okay.
Or in towards where Belmar is.
What do you think happens if we cut him?
Try it out.
No, not Belmar, the strings.
Yes, the strings. That's what we were talking about.
I'm gonna
Oh,
shoot
okay.
another look to Urfer.
I'm gonna take out a dagger and start trying to cut the strings.
I'm going to procure my dagger of Maleki and see if I can cut through these.
Right, give me a strength check.
I'm going to step to the side, thinking that if Belmar decides to just let go, he's going to come rocketing back this direction.
Wait, a strength check or an attack roll?
Strength check. You have no problem connecting with it.
Alright, strength is a 13 then.
Mine is a 14.
What are you doing?
I was also
He was
cutting with
using
the
a regular
dagger.
Oh, okay. Both of your daggers seem to make slow progress against these thick, webby strands. And you find trying to pull your daggers away is quite a bit of struggle with each cut.
I'm going to use Produce Flame and try to get a wire that's not in contact with me.
What?
I'm going to use Produce Flame and hold it like up to a wire that's not draped on my body.
That's not connected to anything on your body, or just one that's not immediately connected to your body?
One that's not touching me.
Immediately, or...
Immediately, yeah.
Okay. Alright. It takes a few seconds, and suddenly the strand itself seems to burst a light, coursing rapidly along the rest of the webbing immediately around the doorway. You find yourself suddenly engulfed in flame. Please roll damage against yourself.
I was gonna try Flame Tongue based on how effective this was, but I would have asked you to step back in.
It's alright, he wouldn't have been able to. It's like an adhesive.
You don't know that.
It's like an adhesive, guys.
You don't know that. God damn.
Well, he knows it's at least having Dave's back for once. He knows it's at least sticky because of how he's trying to cut it with the dagger.
I guess.
Now, because of my background, I have resistance to fire damage, right?
Yep.
Alright, so...
Wait. Did we agree on that?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure that was one of those things you said, I can get that right, and I said no.
I think we just agreed on it.
I'm pretty sure no.
Alright, then it's 5.
Only 5?
Only 5. It was 1d8.
Oh, well. Times 2 for a crit.
Wait, you said crit?
Yeah. It's
Oh.
completely covering you.
Shit. So what, that's another roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
13.
That makes a bit more sense. Like, I swear, you're gonna get dropped just from pinging yourself.
How much of the in Belmar's self-immolation? How much did that free up for the webbing?
It coursed along and burst all of the webbing immediately around the doorway.
Is he still
So
on fire?
so our blades are free then.
Yes. Oh, you had your blades free anyways. You found difficulty pulling it away, but...
Oh, okay.
Is he still on fire?
He's quickly patting himself out as the burning strands are literally all over his body. He's crisscrossed in additional burn marks now.
Yeah, I'm going to use a healing self.
But he's doing all right for himself. Like,
He seems pretty much worse for wear after your journey so far.
I've got a couple burn salves that I picked up in the desert that I'll hand to him.
Ooh, I do too.
I have some heat salves as well.
I gave you guys a shit ton of those.
Well, I think a few of us and picked them up too. We're like, these will be useful. Let's not use them.
Pretty much.
Let's not use him and then teleport out of the desert.
Yep, pretty much what happened.
They're useful now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You cover yourself in aloe.
That's pretty much how all the items I give you end up being used. They're forgotten about, and then 5 months later, oh, I've got this in my inventory. I'll use it.
See, I didn't forget about it, but I'm immune to fire, so.
True. Not all of us.
Pretty awesome.
Not all of us can have a 3D armor.
No. Not all of us can drop like 10k platinum.
Half the amount of money, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Belmar, you now find yourself burned, scarred, and standing in this chamber.
Yeah, I'm going to use some healing and heat salves.
That's one way to take care of the problem. You alright?
I'll live. It's just not my day.
Alright, I'm gonna move to him and help with you want medicine or nature?
If you're trying to heal, medicine.
Alright. Ah, nat 20 plus 3. So I'm trying to help him put the salves on. Clearly he's been hurt.
It applies the lotion on its skin.
Sure, were you waiting for them?
What?
Did I give you guys the effects of the burn salve, or were you waiting on me?
No, you just told us we had him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 1d8, and you heal that much fire damage.
All right, that's 3. I'd like to use another.
And you also gain that much healing again the next day from any burns.
Okay.
You're going to use another?
I'll use a healing salve this time.
Okay.
Alright, well I'm using a burning salve with a nat 20 for medicine.
Alright, so roll for the healing, the burning salve, and roll 1d6 for the healing salve.
Alright, so 5 plus 3 is 8, and then you said d6?
No, for Mike said he was using a healing salve as well.
Oh. Oh, my nat 20 didn't do anything?
No, it didn't.
Damn.
Yeah, I got 14 health from that.
We
Here's me
wasted
up
the
40.
good surprise on you.
Yeah,
You got 8 from me, Mike.
Yeah, I got 14 total, so it was my 3, your 5, and then my D6 was a 6.
there might be some fire traps down here. Maybe I should put on a heat salve.
Suddenly are shocked to find a massive spider, blue, white, and black speckled, appear on either side of you, Belmar and Badger.
What the
These spiders immediately lash out, attempting to sink their fangs into you. They are about 4 feet long and 4 feet across, standing 3 feet high.
Do they appear to be natural?
They look like giant spiders with blue, white, black specks. That's what they look like. If you want to say they're natural, that's up to you. If you want to say they're not, that's up to you.
Would Badger say they are?
What is your AC?
Not
there,
natural.
Mr. Belmar?
My AC is a 17.
Alright, one of them sinks their fangs into you, dealing 10 points of piercing damage and
Poison.
Which I am immune to.
give me... Oh, you're immune to poison. Alright, you don't have to make your save. Alright. So yeah, you take 10 points of poison damage. Or 10 points of piercing damage. And... Badger. What is your AC?
20.
Its fangs sink down onto the greaves of your armor. However, it's deflected. take no damage. As you look up in horror, you see that there are a total of 4 of them spread throughout the room. Everybody give me initiative.
Well, that's a motherfucker.
What? What?
Alright, so Badger's an 8, Baracus is a 15, Belmar 10.
Does that mean they deal fire damage?
I dealt the fire damage to myself.
No, I thought Ryan didn't
Someone
take.
fired it.
I thought Ryan didn't take any damage.
Didn't.
Yeah, because my AC.
Oh, okay.
Believe what you want, Urfer. Reach for the stars.
Alright. So, Trevok, you're the first act.
Let's see. I guess I will move in to H24 and attack PH1. I'm not picturing this going as well as I want it to, but 20.
Hits.
And 24.
Both hit.
Do I get to roll the extra damage?
Nope.
This game. 10 damage.
With each swing, not only do you hear the crack as your Morning Star pierces the carapace of the spider, but you hear an audible crack as you can see spikes from the Morning Star snapping off under the impact.
I'm going to stow Morningstar.
Okay.
And I'll draw... Well, I'll draw my weapon when I can.
Alright. Brings us to Baracus.
Magic missile that guy.
Which guy?
One that was just hit.
Okay.
Uh, 12.
Okay. Anything else?
Stand defensively.
Urfer, you're up.
I will Eldritch Blast the one that was just hit. Does a 12 hit?
No.
How about 20?
Yes. Well, everybody's like rolling like 22s, 23s, and they've like 11?
12 damage.
The creature gives a piercing screech. And then seems to flip over, turning into, presenting its underside as its legs curl up in a prototypical death of a spider. The chittering from the other beasts grows louder in response. Anything else there, Urfer?
The other one, like 3 and 4 are high in the sky.
Nope, they're in the room. Some of them are. 3 is clinging to some webbing sideways, but he's still at like eye level.
Oh, okay.
The chamber is no higher in here than it was in the tunnel.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, they all give a screech. Belmar, the spider near you, lashes out trying to bite you, but fails to do so. And then seems to shift and vanish from sight. As do the other two in the room.
So we out of combat?
Well, if you want to try to act like you're out of combat, that is up to you. I was just trying to update it for you.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm assuming it's not updating.
No, it is.
Oh, yeah.
It
It
is.
was? You
Yeah.
can see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh, okay. I don't know why it's working now. This app is all sorts of bonkers lately, man. Okay. That brings us to Belmar.
All right, I'm going to cast Produce Flame, and I'm going to throw it at the webbing that the other spider was on, assuming none of it's touching me or anyone else.
The one that the third one was standing there?
Yeah, the one towards the grate.
Okay. You do so. The webbing almost instantly catches bursts of light and then settles in ashy piles to the ground.
I guess that's I'm done.
Badger?
Stepped away.
Yep.
Of course he did. Hey, my turn's coming up. Let me walk away.
Ooh, good call.
I'd rather you do that now.
Alright, I'm gonna get a drink then.
I assume that's what you meant by ooh, good call. I swear. Someone let me know when he comes back. Oh, everybody's gone except for you two, huh?
Hmm.
Figures. I like your strategy there, Mike. Can't hit him? Fine, I'll burn the wedding.
I was hoping you were still on it.
Well, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. You saw no sign of it, though.
Yeah.
Kind of gave it away that I didn't have your roll damage, too, I guess.
Yeah.
Damn. Could have thrown you for a real loop. Do a diddy diddy dum diddy do.
So, have either of you guys watched Maniac on Netflix yet?
Yeah, I just finished that the other day.
Oh,
Good.
me too. Yeah. Really glad to see
I didn't
Jonah
know what
Hill.
to think of it in the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? And then I was like, oh, I like this.
Jonah Hill did an amazing job stepping out of his role of the funny, just, his goofy self.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was still, got plenty of laughs, but he did a fantastic job.
You guys talking about me?
Talk about that new Netflix limited series, Maniac.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't. I don't know. Ashley tried to put it on. It was weird.
It is weird, but as you get into it, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
What?
Fucking Ryan.
So,
What?
Finally, is he back?
You got something to say, Jamaica?
Jamaica. I'm missing something.
Is that from Cool Runnings?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I missed that.
A lot of
Is that the
people think-
Disney version of the N-bomb?
Wow.
Why you gotta bring it that way? Coming from Canada, he makes it racist.
It's kind of funny though.
Oh, hey, it's PH dead. That's nice.
Alright, I'm assuming you were all waiting on me.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn. There are no enemies.
Yeah, it's true too. It's
They all
your turn.
disappeared.
Everything disappeared.
I'm going to knock an. Maybe not. So I see nothing. Can I make a perception check?
Sure.
Because all the spiders vanished, so I'm looking at where they vanished.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike put one of the spiders was on some flames or was on some netting, and Mike blew up the netting with fire.
It did not seem to be there.
Alright, well, my perception is a 22.
You see no sign of the spikes.
Alright, I'm gonna knock an arrow to my bow and move. Oh, what the fuck did the switches do? Oh, PH, so it's a phase hunter? Alright.
Oh, whoops. That's wrong.
Phase spider. Phase spider. Got it.
If you want to use meta knowledge, whatever.
Psionic spider?
Big colorful spiders that bite.
Are they natural? Mike.
They could be.
I think he just wanted to know if he could turn into it in the future.
No, I was going to try to talk to it.
You gotta expect the unexpected with Mike, Dave.
I was like, what that question would have meant if I asked it was, can I turn into this in the future?
Alright, I'm going to cure light as a 3rd level spell on myself. Wait a minute. Who's worse for wear?
I'm down to 30 of 90. 91.
I think whoever that voice is that's whispering die is pretty bad.
Alright, so Mike, you're down 60.
Yeah, 61.
I'm at 32 of 54.
You're such low HP, dude.
Well, I tried to buy an amulet of health, and you said, no, that's way too expensive.
Alright, I'm going to use my dagger's ability to cast Cure as a 3rd level spell on Mike.
Okay. Belmar is healed for how much?
Hold on, I'm getting there.
I was really just trying to call out the name. That's all.
Oh, you got mad I didn't say Belmar?
I didn't get mad.
I got even.
Wait, it's D8 plus your modifier every time you cast it?
Yeah. Alright, well, he's rolling that. You going to do anything else after that, Ryan?
No, I can't.
Alright. Trevor?
All right.
Adam?
Yeah.
26 back.
26?
Yep.
I don't think there's anything I can really add to this. I will. Look this up. I haven't done this in a bit. I will blade ward myself.
Okay. That's resistance against piercing, bludgeoning, slashing, right?
Yes.
Alright. Anything else?
I will draw Dragon Tongue.
Okay.
And set it alight if you don't mind.
Are you still attuned to it?
Should be.
Thought you broke that to get Morningstar.
I thought I had the Flame Tongue, the Morning Star, and the neck.
Okay. Yeah, and shed the light. What's your magic word?
Ignis.
There you go. The sword erupts into fire. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Alright, Baracus, you're up.
Airy enough.
What?
Talking to the cat.
Oh.
If you want my body and you think
I will perceive the room to see if I can distinguish what the hell these switches are for.
You're moving into the room?
I'll move adjacent to Urfer.
So there?
Yeah.
Okay.
16.
There's all sorts of possibilities that switches could be for. Presumably, at least one of them would open the gate. Who knows what any of the others do? Anything else?
I will now stand offensively for real reals.
Yay!
Also known as the dodge action.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm using my own terminology, thank you. And I'm done.
Dave was clarifying for our viewers.
You are.
Whatever, Dave. It's your turn.
I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis.
Okay, your body becomes encased in shadowy like armor. A great idea against shadows. Same.
And I'll stay put.
All right. The doorway behind you, Baracus, immediately in front of you, Arthur, suddenly seems to glow blue as you can see pale strands reforming across the doorway. A spider appears next to you, Belmar, and attacks. Missing. Brackus, one appears next to you as well and attacks. Your AC?
14 plus dodge.
Striking you for 8 piercing, and give me a con save.
$18.
The poison in it seems to be particularly vicious as it courses through your body. You believe you brush off the majority of the effect. However, you take 8 points of poison damage. The third spider does not appear. Belmar, you're up.
All right. I will cast Shillelagh on the Staff of the Woodlands.
It's already a magic weapon. What are you doing that for?
Well, now I can do D8 damage with one hand instead of two.
Alright.
And yeah, I will attack PS3.
What, you don't like the PlayStation 3? What's wrong with you?
That's a 16.
As you lunge to attack...
Oh, that wasn't damage.
Oh,
That was
that
just it hits. Okay. Damage is going to be a whopping 4.
Alright, as you hit the third spider, the fourth one appears behind you, flanking. Connecting for 9 points of damage, and you are immune to poison, so no poison damage.
Real nice to be Belmar about now.
Anything else at Belmar?
That's it.
Badger, you're up. Ryan?
Sorry, I'm here. I'm just looking at the board. So if can I pass through PS4 and PS2 to establish flanking and attack?
Can you go here, you mean?
Nope, one more.
There?
There, yep.
You would establish flanking with whichever one you attack, not with both.
Okay. I will move to there.
Okay.
I have Belmar and Baracus.
Huh. Sean Astin's daughter is going to compete in Miss Vermont USA.
What is PS3 as
Sean
far as
Astin's
cover is
daughter?
concerned?
Is going to compete
He's
in Miss
got
Vermont USA.
at least half cover with Belmar in the way.
Okay, well I can shoot through 3/4 without any.
Right.
So can I hit him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if he's got half cover, 3/4 cover, you can still technically hit him.
Well, no, I have sharpshooter and I ignore half and 3/4 covered.
Yeah, so you can shoot him.
Okay.
That sounds like Dave's die dropping right there.
Does an 18 hit?
Yep.
All right, all right, all right. 26 damage.
Creature gives a high-pitched scream of pain. Anything else?
Nope. Actually, can I pull the switch?
You can attempt to.
Do it!
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pull the switch to my right.
All right, give me a dexterity saving throw.
$24.
You look on in horror as the space all around the switch suddenly bursts into flame. You take half damage of 6.
He takes half of fire damage or no fire damage?
So no fire damage, yes.
Yeah, I take no fire damage.
You take no fire damage. The spider, however, is not as lucky.
Nice. Well, if they all spawn fire, go ahead and hit all the switches.
Alright. Anything else there, Badger?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Trevok, you're up.
I'm going to move past dead and attack 3. Uh, 18
Hits.
and 22.
Hits.
I have the flame tongue damage written around here somewhere.
Paint your nails tomorrow?
There it is.
Whenever Ashley vacuums, Paisley comes into my room and like hides from the vacuum. It's so fucking adorable.
Well, it's better than a dog barking at the vacuum.
Oh, barking at nothing. Alright, so first attack's gonna be 7 regular, 4 fire. Second, 9 regular, 6 fire.
Creature gives a shriek, flips over, doing spider death pose.
Spider death pose!
The remaining 2 spiders give a high-pitched shriek in response. Anything else, Trevok?
Sorry, Penny just started yelling spider death pose. No, I'm good.
Sir Hackett, you're up.
I will Firebolt PS2 as a level 1 spell.
Okay.
$25.
Hits.
Oh, I didn't roll. No, that was my damage. Hold on, I need to roll my attack roll. Jesus. 29.
Okay. Creature flips over, screeching in pain and dying, doing the spider death pose.
Spider death pose!
Spider death
Anything
pose! Penny!
I will
Penny! Come here.
move behind Trevok. Well, to the right of Trevok, I guess, on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, spider death pose. Love it. Anything else?
Nope.
Erper, you're up.
Okay, I will attack.
You have a mass
PS4.
of pale blue webbing in front of you, obscuring your view of the room.
Oh, it's Can I see through it though? Still?
Obscuring your view of the room.
Okay, can I attack the blue webbing with my Eldritch Blast?
Sure.
18.
Hits.
Uh, 10 damage.
Alright, your blast strikes the webbing, pushing it, blowing a hole through it, creating a hole about the size of your head, clear through the webbing.
Okay. Now I can see through it?
Yeah,
So with my second one, I'm going to attack PS4.
with disadvantage.
Even though I have Spell Sniper?
Yep.
Alright. 12.
Does not hit.
Fuck.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. The webbing in the far right corner reforms. Belmar, you're up.
All right. I will attack PS4 with my Staff of the Woodlands.
Alright. You club that spider.
That's going to be a 25.
That connects.
That's going to be for 10 damage.
Alright. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright. Creature screeches once again, waving its front four fangs at you, and vanishes.
What?
I hear the music, but I don't believe that it's gone.
I just like the face spider was like, nah, man, this. I'm out of here.
Alright. The spider seems to vanish. You wait a few minutes and it fails to reappear.
Alright, so we have 5 and 5.
5 and 4, you figured out what 1 did.
True.
Do you want us to sidetrack the entire... Kid, you
What's
need
going
a
on?
diaper change.
I'm waiting on you guys.
Oh.
Alright, so... Can't imagine they're all fire. One of them has to open the door.
Hey, Belmar, can you, light this
Paint your nails?
web on fire again?
I walk over and touch my sword against it.
It ignites, spraying clear the doorway.
Thank you, Trevok. trying to guard our back.
Alright, ready yourselves. I'm going to try another one of these switches. I'm going to mage hand at max distance, the far left one.
It appears your mage hand has insufficient strength to pull the lever.
I'm gonna also mage hand.
It appears the combination of your mage hands fails to have sufficient strength to pull the lever.
Ooh, 20 pounds of strength.
I'm gonna hold out my rope. Try tying this around it. You might be able to pull it from a distance. I'm gonna tie a little loop in it so they can slip around the lever.
You want the far upper left, is what you wanted?
Yeah.
Alright. So you tie a rope around it. Give me a sleight of hand check.
$21.
Okay, you seem to believe a solid knot around the rope, around the switch.
I hand it to my stronger brethren.
Who do you mean by your stronger brother?
You're all. I have a -1 strength, so that's essentially all of you. So
I just didn't
volunteer
know if there was
yourself.
I didn't know if there was a
Wait.
particular name.
Why not have one of your hands just drop it over? This rope is clearly not 5 pounds.
I'll use the mage hand to put it over.
Use the mage hand to put over the lever.
I mean,
Oh, I
As
just assumed
opposed
you
to
walked over
throwing
and
it.
tied a loop on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
I
rope's
tied it
already on
over.
the lever.
Yeah. The rope is tied and looped around the switch already, yes.
okay.
So you just need someone to pull it. Okay, I'll pull the rope.
Yeah, I'll pull as well.
Alright, with a hearty pull, the switch pulls in your direction. You hear an audible click as it does so. Nothing else seems to happen.
That's concerning. So while we do this 8 more times and deal with the possible ramifications.
Could be we have to pull multiple just to open it. Maybe we just unlocked the first one.
Or maybe there's a specific combination. This could take a while.
Is there anything special about the far left lever that sets it apart from the rest of the 9 or 10?
From your casual glances, not that you can tell.
I want to take a more than casual glance at it. I'll inspect it.
Investigation check. If you want to look at all of them, I want 10 of them.
You want 10? Okay.
If you want to check all the switches.
I don't have alternative, so.
Can I have perception for some sort of like riddle or carvings on the floor or wall
Sure.
or door? Perception is a 16.
You look about the room and you're about to give up when you see scrawled writing over the doorway that you came in from.
Looks like we got writing over here. Do I recognize the
What languages do you speak?
Common, Sylvan, Draconic, Halfling?
You do not recognize the language.
Anyone?
I'll take a look at it.
I will turn and take a look.
Languages?
Common, Elven, Gnomish, Abyssal.
Nope.
Common, Dwarven, Druidic, Ignan.
Nope. None of you recognize it.
Infernal or Celestial?
It appears to be celestial.
Ooh.
As you read it, you get the urge to facepalm. As you read the words aloud, did you really think we'd tell you how to open our gate?
Celestials have a sense of humor.
It's Chris level trolling on the doorway.
Also, why is it's in Celestial?
I'm going to start praying to Palor for guidance. If you don't, it won't tell me. Maybe Palor will. I take a knee.
All right. Anybody
Fine
else?
intervention.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna work back and forth across and pull switches.
You're pulling all the switches?
No, not all. I'm going to walk across from where I am, pull one, and see what happens.
All right. Trevok, you find no distinguishment between the various switches. Which one did you want to pull there, Badger? The one directly across from the one you just pulled?
Directly across from. Yep.
I'm gonna walk away from that before he pulls it.
All right. As you pull it, please give me a con save.
$18.
As you pull it, all vents seem to open up in the floor around you, creating a noxious cloud of gas that sends you hacking and coughing. Does not seem to be too bad, however, as you only take 3 points of poison.
Is it? Oh, it's poison damage?
Yeah.
I'm immune.
Oh. What aren't you immune to? You're getting annoying.
I'm a druid. I don't know what to tell you.
The gas itself seems to dissipate quickly in the open air. You do note that another click, however, emanates, and all 3 of the switches you've pulled reset.
I will go pull back left.
All right. Once again, you hear a loud click.
So, we have the first one at least. New it appear. Alright, so Ryan, you started what? Bottom left and then just pulled bottom right?
You pulled. No, he pulled the one top
Oh,
right
it's
across
top.
from the one you just pulled.
I was top right, pulled, it clicked, and then I moved across.
Okay.
When he pulled the flame trap lever, that didn't reset it, right? That stayed down. It only reset.
It stayed down initially, yes.
Okay.
So the flame trap has reset now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm wondering if that one needs to be pulled because it didn't reset until we pulled a seemingly incorrect lever. I could be overthinking it, but
No, I disagree. I think it's the other way. I think we need to pull 3 levers that aren't traps to open the gateway.
Alright, so I may just throw in darts. I'll go pull the one across from the fire switch that he had pulled earlier.
So I-24?
Bottom right, yeah, I-24.
What's your AC?
20? 18.
Oh, 18. All right. You look a little bemused as you pull pull the switch, and a dart fires out of the wall directly behind it, striking you in the chest plate for 1 damage, and give me a con save. Unless you're immune to poison too.
I'm not immune to poison, but I got a 24.
Don't hate on druids.
All right, you take 5 points of poison damage as you resist the bulk of its effect.
So 1 for dart hitting, 5 poison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you've actually got Blade Ward up, so you take 0 from that initial dart.
Ah, yes. Okay. Okay. On to the next.
As you pull it, Both levers you pulled reset.
As I pulled bottom right, they reset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, repull the top left, and I'm pulling the one up just above that. Just above the last pulled, so
This one,
the
I-21.
one directly above where my bar is, yeah.
You pull that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wait, why do I not? His cursor is way off the map for me.
No, my cursor. I'm at my token where it says bar.
Can you
Oh,
see my
okay.
screen properly?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's updating again. All right. Baracus, please give me a deck save.
18.
You manage to nimbly dodge aside as an electric burst erupts around the shock. Take 2 damage. And it resets moments after you release it.
Alright, resetting the top left one, going middle right.
Middle right. Okay. As you pull the switch, shoot from all around you underneath the ground. From underneath the ground. What's your AC?
14.
You take 15 points of piercing damage.
I don't think I've ever seen a trap that didn't require a roll. That's impressive. Alright.
Attack roll. Just like the dart, I make an attack roll for those.
Lawrence, stop being defensive. I've just never seen that before.
And the switch is reset.
Top left, and then pull E21.
E21. Give me a dex save, please.
Problem solving by elimination. 21.
Alright. Sudden bursts of cold blast from the ground. You dodge most of it, taking 7 points of cold. They do not reset.
They do not.
Go pull the fire one again? Question mark?
I was gonna say, is someone like keeping track of what we're doing here?
It's on the screen.
Yeah, is it not updating at all?
No, it's not anymore.
Sorry, I was updating it. I don't know why it's now not working when it was working a second ago.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Poison, blank, blade, shock, dart, fire, frost. Alright, so we have 3 that we haven't. And then seemingly safe.
You like that ominous wording?
It really makes me
Yeah.
feel like somewhere there's a room where we're just executing one by one every time it gets reset.
That would be truly maniacal.
It's actually just like it's just a chute with a doorway. Every time we pull the lever, the chute opens and a baby drops to something.
That's maniacal even for me. You guys have horrible minds.
Well,
But the fire one never
Jungle.
reset until we pulled the poison one. I'm wondering what happens if Ryan just pulls the fire one again.
Lawrence, what would be really maniacal is if you output a copper.
Wait. Why would I pull the fire again?
One, you don't take damage from it. Two, because it didn't reset until we hit the third lever.
Ah.
We're operating under the assumption that a trap equals not a good switch. We don't know that for sure.
Alright, so you want me to pull a fire?
Just for the science, I don't know. I don't know if I'm right, but it's a thought.
Yeah, pull the fire.
Say it from your chest.
Pull the fire.
That's from your chest. That's pretty weak, man.
Yeah.
Pull the lever.
I was hoping
Alright.
more for like a Liam Neeson release the Kraken, but
I was really...
I was giving a fucking Emperor's New Groove. That's from the chest.
Emperor's New...
Is the bomb. Wrong lever.
I give you a point for that one, Chris.
that's one of my favorites.
I give you a sideways glance and I'll pull the fire again.
Alright, once again, flames erupt all around you. They do not reset.
I will move to... It's 3 on this side that haven't reset, though.
Yeah.
So wait, who's
Wait, we have to remember the order.
Top left, Frost, Fire. Although Fire didn't reset.
Fire was pulled first and
No,
foremost.
I just pulled
Right.
fire.
Right, but it was pulled... Frost didn't reset. Fire hadn't reset the first time you pulled it, but it was pulled in a different order this time. So Fire is not resetting regardless of its place, it seems.
Oh, okay. Alright.
For what that's worth. Given that all the ones on the left are not resetting, and out of sheer curiosity, I'm gonna go pull I-16.
I-16?
Yes.
Are you pulling it from H16, H15, I-15, or I-17?
Well, that's a shit question. I mean, I guess I would have pulled it from right in front of it.
From H16?
Yeah.
Alright, give me a dex save.
Fuck. 10.
Alright, the ground beneath your feet suddenly gives way and you find yourself falling on a set of wooden spears 10 feet down. You take 9 points of piercing damage and are impaled partially upon a wooden stake.
More importantly than I am being impaled, this switch is reset.
Yes. All the switches reset.
Fuck.
and was the pit just what was it? The one H16?
It's on the screen.
Okay.
You get out on your own, you good?
I'm gonna try to get out of the pit and the impale.
I'm gonna
Give me a con save to pull yourself off.
22.
Alright. Give me an acrobatics check to reach the lip without falling to the bottom of the pit.
and say, Belmar, throw the ladder, throw the rope.
17.
You manage to barely get your fingertips over the lip of the pit. Give me a strength check or athletics check to pull yourself out.
I'll help pull him out.
Athletics is higher, so let's go with a 23.
Alright, with Belmar's help, you have no problem struggling out of the pit itself.
the oxymoron.
I know. Alright, what are we doing?
Pulling top left.
Yep.
Badger's pulling bottom left.
Badger's pulling bottom left?
Yes.
Alright, once again, fire erupts.
Mage hand trick with the rope on Frost.
The mage hand does not have enough strength to pull.
With the rope.
Mage
I meant doing the whole pulling thing. I'm trying to expedite things a little bit, sorry.
Yeah, the mage hand can't pull the rope hard enough.
No, but the mage hand fastens the rope.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, gotcha. Okay, you create frost, blast of cold, and none of those 3 switches have reset yet.
There's only the 2 left, so while your mage hand's active with a rope, let's get the other 2.
Alright. Second top left. I am pull.
I am pull. As you walk.
What a cliffhanger!
Firing out. What?
You froze
You
as
cut
you
out.
Oh. Blades shoot out from the walls, covering the area immediately around the switch. As you're nowhere near, you're not harmed.
Repeat to middle. Or does it open, considering you just switched on?
Hold on. I was about to update it, and then you pull the 3rd one. So, as you pull that switch, you hear another loud click. Nothing else seems to happen.
Is there anything by the door, the gate?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's just a
thick iron. It's a thick iron portcullis type gate. You can see like half an inch between the bars.
But looking through the bars, there's not like a lever on the wall on the other side or something that we also have to pull that's been there for however long.
You can make a perception check.
I will. 19.
As you peer through the bars, you think you see about 20 feet down the continuing hallway what looks to be a hand lever on the wall.
You think you can reach this? And I will point to the lever on the wall ahead.
I use mage hand to tie a rope against it.
Alright, mage hand guides the rope between the bars of the door. It's a tight fit, but the mage hand is strong enough to pull it. And it drops the loop over the lever. Mind you, it's a vertical lever, not a horizontal lever.
I'll use mage hand to try and help the other mage hand to pull the lever.
It seems your mage hands are not strong enough.
Can the mage hands find something to secure the rope to and drop?
Well, the mage hands can't find anything on their own.
What can I see anything else through the bars that they'd be like a?
Give me a wisdom check.
18.
You don't see anything that they can pick up, though. You get the impression that the tunnel slopes downwards, or there's some kind of downward stairwell just past the switch.
Alright, I want to try one more thing and then I'm going to blow a big ass spell. Or actually, you know what?
I mean,
I will Misty Step through the portcullis.
That works.
I will inspect my. Actually, I can Misty Step 20 feet, so I'm going to be right on the doohickey, and I will pull down, and hopefully not die here.
And you pull the switch, and it seems to have no ill effects as the iron portcullis drops into the ground.
Oh, good. That was 45 minutes well spent that I could just have done that in the beginning. Love it. I am dumb.
No, you're not. You figured it out. Don't move through.
You were on the right track initially.
Yep.
It's doable without the misty step.
I was about to go spider mode.
It was definitely doable without the misty step, but you guys figured things out that if you apply, you might have figured it out.
All right, so if I were to reset everything again and just hit the 2 saves, is that going to open or no?
Let me know.
We're past it. You can answer it now.
Lawrence isn't that kind of DM.
Nope.
All right, fair enough.
If you want to end route the puzzle, that's up to you. But if you want to know the solution, you got to figure it out.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't just get freebies. You got to work for yourself here, man. That's what experience is. It's you working for it.
He's gonna mirror this puzzle for when we have the master quest after we fail this.
I'm still so mad at Dave.
All
So mad.
right, guys. I don't know. I Misty stepped through here, so I don't know if
The portcullis.
between me and
Yeah,
you
we all
there are any traps. Well, you should watch your step.
I get what you're saying. I will head down towards where Baracus is while keeping an eye out for traps.
Alright, give me a perception check.
Are you mad at me?
Why not?
Because you suck.
That's just rude.
What?
I'm not mad at you, Dave. I'm mad at Irver.
Yep. Yeah, not mad at Dave. Mad at Urfer.
Wait, what did Urfer do this time?
No, it's just a general hatred.
It's just
of-
lingering madness.
Oh, okay.
Like this campaign was almost over, and then Urfer was like, "Hey, you know what? Here's another demon for you guys. All right, let's keep going."
It's one of those JRPGs you put in. You're like, oh hey, centuries ago there was a great hero who came forth to defeat the evil, and then it's like 9,000 years later, you're the descendant of him. You have to fix what happened because of him. Or Borderlands, yeah, that works too. So keeping an eye out for traps. That was a 26.
Alright, you find no such traps.
Looks clear. And you said it's sloped down to a stairwell?
As you approach where Baracus is standing, you can clearly see there appears to be a series of stairs heading downwards. Yes. Stone.
How long did that take?
How long did what take?
The whole switch thing?
I don't know. You can watch the recording and figure it out if you want.
Does it count as a short rest?
No, you weren't resting.
Just because you weren't doing anything doesn't mean you weren't resting, Dave.
That was like 10 minutes in game, guys. So that's a short rest, right? Right?
I mean, I hear synonymous. Whatever.
Can I see the end of the stairs?
You can see the landing. It looks to be about 50 steps or so.
Okay. I will cautiously head down the steps, trying to be wary of traps.
Alright, so you're going down first?
Yes.
What's everybody else doing?
Following.
I am following while using mending on my burned and tattered clothes and gear.
Hey, the first one to remember that his clothing exists.
I'm gonna follow.
But I think at this point, most of your clothing does not exist.
That's why he's mending.
Alright. Anywho, Trevok, give me a dex save.
Oh, no perception to see if I spot it first? 18. 18.
All right. You step down onto the third step, and flames erupt. You take half damage of 6.
Third step activates flames. Everybody that's not Badger, watch out. Badger, whatever you're feeling, I guess.
I almost incredulously slap myself in the head. Why am I not leading? I'm immune to flame and poison. Let me lead. Let me lead. And I'll rush up to take lead.
Okay.
I will stop descending. Well, there was Frost and Electric and others. But I get your point.
I'm gonna cure myself as a second level spell.
Okay.
$23.
Badger, you're continuing down?
I'm going to cure myself as well as a second level spell. Plus 15. I'm at 86. And yes, now I'll continue moving.
Alright, as you hit the 6th step, flame erupts once again.
So it's now the 3rd and the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
It's every 3rd step. I'll hold while you pass. Right, because it doesn't reset as long as I don't take my foot off it.
You didn't hear a click or anything. You stepped on it and flame burst.
You should try the 9th and test that theory, and then we can just hop the 3rd step.
So you want me to reset it? Or let it reset in theory?
Yeah, we can always just jump the stair. It's not that hard.
Alright, I'll go to the 9th and step on it.
Once again, flame bursts up.
I will pass, skipping every 3rd step.
You're passing, Badger?
Well, I will continue skipping every 3rd step.
Concurred.
Badger?
I will begin leading, skipping every 3rd step.
You know, if I was a betting man and I was making this, I would lull you into a sense of complacency and then change it on you. But trial and error works.
Well, Dave, if you were the one making this place, you'd have finally gotten to the end of it, and all would have seemed good, and then someone would have run up and kicked your dick straight into your teeth.
Oh, that was in character.
Well, then I respond in character.
Anywho, you managed to make it down to the bottom of the steps, skipping every 3rd step, having no further issue.
Fuck you and your theories, Dave.
I stand corrected.
Which I was about to say, and then Dave cut me off, and I let him go.
I turn to Arthur and smile.
The tunnel continues before you. However, to your right, you see a large iron-banded door.
How far down the tunnel to the door?
The door is right at the bottom of the steps.
Check the door. Come on.
Yeah. I'll give
Who can resist the mystery door?
Yeah, we have a key too. I will check the door.
I hate you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.
You try the key in the door, and it seems to fit the lock.
It's 9:30, and this is a door at the bottom of the stairs. I'm thinking
I-
safe room.
Turn the key.
Alright, you hear a click, and the door swings slightly, as if it's been well oiled and maintained.
Okay, I repocket the key and step in.
The room appears to be made up of anything somebody about to run would need. You see a few cots, some bedrolls, a barrel full of what you guess would be stored foods, a bandolier of potions, a few basic weapons of various sorts, and a few sets of studded leather armor in various sizes.
Yep. Boss fight's coming. Save your game.
Literally that. Literally.
These people are prepared.
Well, by all accounts, this secret tunnel seemed like an escape hatch, so what would you keep in it?
I immediately snatch up the bandolier of potions
Okay?
and turn to the arcane casters.
And alchemist.
Any of you determine what these are? I've seen you do it by taste before.
I didn't realize that was part of a magical ability. I thought anyone could do that. I'm happy to give it a try, though. I'll give each one a little dip and lick.
They all seem to revitalize you as you taste. Because of how many licks, you get 1 hit point back.
Well, I tried each one, so...
You identify them as healing potions of greater healing. 5d8 plus 4.
Ooh, those are big uns. Odin.
We moved a bit, so they're a little blunt, but
And now that you've licked that many times, how many did it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
I wish I was more clever to put a joke in there. It seemed like a softball, but I got nothing.
What are we doing?
Locking that door behind us and taking a rest. We needs it.
Yes, no?
I'm gonna put on
do
some
a
of that studded
rest.
leather.
Short rest.
I believe we'd have to drag Urfer out of this room if we cared about him carrying on with us.
Oh, I need a long rest to
Mhm.
get the spell slots.
Yeah.
As you close the door behind you, you see hanging behind the door are a series of coin pouches. You open them up, you find one filled with gold, one with silver, and one with copper. 20 of each.
Good night.
So what, 5 coins each?
$20 gold, 20 silver, 20 copper.
4.
And you're long resting, or short resting, or...
Long resting.
Wait, give me your...
I have to. I am short on spells.
I know.
I need hit points.
HP updates, everybody.
Well, after that, I am most likely full. I wasn't missing that much, right? I think I was at 15 left.
12.
12.
Yeah, I'm max.
Yeah, I'm full.
Same.
You got all 50 back there, Adam?
Parry up to wound closure. Every hit die I roll doubles.
Nice. Helps a bit.
That's why it's still attuned.
Elmar, Urfer?
Although, while we're resting, since Morningstar is broken, I will be attuned to the golden ring gift from the Celestial Plane, Paler.
Okay.
Just to update on.
I don't know what Jim Backer is.
Jim Baker?
He had 2K. I think it was Backer.
Maybe. I just remember his one of my basic cable American channels that I got as a kid in like the 90s, early 90s. He was selling these had like these hour-long infomercials to sell doomsday food.
I mean, that's kind of what the room's supposed to be.
Yeah, this is definitely those coin pouches definitely seemed like boogie out bags kind of thing.
That's literally what this room is supposed to be. You're fleeing for your life. You need protection, healing, maybe some coins, weapons, armor.
Yeah.
Here's some basic camping equipment and food. Go. Get out. Go, go, go.
Yeah, I'm back to full.
Omar? Are you healing yet?
I'm back to full.
No, Mark, you were fixing your things earlier. Could you take a look at this? And I'm going to hold up my cracked Morningstar.
I'll take a look, and I'll take it in my hands.
I'd be wary touching it. Like I said, that presence was trying to speak through it, so watch yourself. Although if he does speak to you, puppies quieted him for a time.
Puppies? I used Oberon.
I pay no attention to that.
So yeah, I will use mending on the Morningstar.
Alright. You're able to rejoin the two spikes that broke off.
And I'll hand it back to him, saying I can bring it back physically, but there's nothing I can do for its magical properties.
I figured. Can't leave it in tatters, though, for when I do get them fixed. I appreciate the help.
Lawrence, did we get any experience?
You didn't want to do anything else?
No, I'm just going to sleep.
Yeah, I did don the leather-studded armor in place of my leather armor.
Yeah, what's the update your AC to?
That just brings it up to 16, 18 when I'm using my shield.
You said it was all basic equipment in here, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Nobody searched the room, but yeah, from what you see, yes.
I mean, I'll search it just to give it a once-over kind of thing, make sure there's nothing...
A once over like you're looking around, or you're once over like you're investigating?
Like investigating.
Chin chin.
23.
Alright. As you search about the room, you note that there appears to be a hidden pocket attached to one of the tables. A little small shelf that pops out under your hand. Within, you find a silver ring that seems to give off a magical aura.
Got a ring. It seems magic.
While he's doing that, I'm going to inspect all the weapons and armor in the room, focusing on them and looking for any magical auras.
They seem pretty normal.
Okay.
I can identify without a tuning, correct?
Yeah, if you spend the time.
I'll do that.
Sorry, I'm back.
Took you long enough.
I'm identifying a treasure.
Treasure?
So Ryan, was the root beer a better call? Did you swap? There's just no winning.
No, honestly, the bourbon wasn't good. It was super, super sweet. Heavy vanilla flavor. There really wasn't. Honestly, the Mountain Dew was probably the best. That's that.
You identify a ring of evasion. Requires attunement. The ring has 3 charges and it gains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. When you fail a dex saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend one of its charges to succeed on that saving throw instead.
Sounds like a Dave ring if I've ever heard one.
Ring will help you dodge.
Dave's sleeping, though.
Oh yeah, Dave is
He
sleeping.
insisted that's what he wanted to do.
Ring will help you dodge, make you a bit more nimble. How would you word this? I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to use it at this moment. If anybody else could make use of it.
Am I sleeping?
Yeah, you're sleeping.
Okay.
I asked you.
You specifically said you were going to sleep.
I'm light enough on my feet. Wouldn't help me.
I'm going to target you with everything dex based now, just for that statement.
That's fine.
That's when you find out he has other immunities.
Yeah, exactly.
Dex-based fire? Haha! Poison? Damn!
Alright, I mean, we're going to end it there, so I mean, if you want to establish the ownership of the ring, possessor of the ring next time, you can, but...
Do it now, give it to Dave.
Yeah,
Dave, are you interested in that fucking ring?
Yeah, I think I have
Great, it's yours, write it down.
one magic item.
It's yours, write it down. I wrote nothing down that Lauren said because I knew I wasn't going to keep it.
Why, thank you.
Alright, anybody want to do anything else during the long rest?
Kick Irver.
Kick him away, here's your ring.
I don't want to kick him. I do. There is part of me that wants to like prank him and just like try to make him uncomfortable while he rests,
But would Trevot do that?
at this point, very well might. But I'd leave it up for Belmar first.
I would, but I have to honor Badger's request. At least until after this is all done, then all bets are off.